Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing great. I am trying out Restream today, so hopefully it goes good. I have no clue what the hell I'm doing, but we're trying it, so we're live on Twitch and YouTube. Let's check us out. Anyways, today, I probably should have went pee before I started this because I just had a whole cup of coffee. I screwed myself. All good, all good. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Um, Kind of the itinerary for today. We're going to be converting the SGC Le Mans. It has a cop feature that I built into it for FS19, but we're going to be bringing that over and installing it inside the cops pack, and then kind of adding some more police features because I love cop stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. Yeah. Sorry about that, farmer. I I don't think I have an Instagram. I'm not sure. I honestly I stopped using Facebook and all that other crap. It's just not my cup of tea anymore. 2020 kind of did that for me. We'll leave it at that. So what we got going on today? I got to do some conversion. I have a few little itty bitty things that I want to work on. See if I can bring up my sticky note here. I have a long list of things. As you can see, I've been slowly working on them for the police pack. Yesterday, I went through all the fire stuff, but I think I'm actually going to wait on that. That'll be my next update I do, because I wanted to add a few more things to this cop pack. If you missed any live streams, I've been live streaming on Twitch as well. So I do have the recordings on there. But I've really wanted to integrate YouTube and Twitch because I hate having to pick and choose what platform I'm streaming to. And I'm trying to build up the old Twitcheroonies, so that's definitely, if you're got Twitch account, you watch Twitch videos, you can search for me on there and I will give you videos. So today we are going to convert. Hey, thank you very much, Farmer. I appreciate the share, brother. Today we're going to convert this exotic race car. I have about an hour and a half until my girlfriend gets home from work, so we need to get this done in an hour and a half. I need pure motivation, minimize the silly comments, unless they're absolutely hilarious. Then you can say it all day long. I love jokes. But we're going to try to grind out about an hour and a half here. Do as best as I can and get as much as I can with this, and then I will be sending this whole cops pack out to some peeps to let me know if it sucks or if it's good. So let's take a peek in here right now. First thing I want to do, I gotta get warmed up modding. Let's actually take a peek in the cops pack, everything that I have added to this pack so far. And you guys can take a cool little gander. So we have Anthem that's been converted to a police pack. What else we got going on here? We have I made a skidster, charger, high country, a trailer that will load the skidsters and whatnot. Added the Lamborghini recently, added the Audi recently. Added a winch to the Bear yesterday on live stream. What else did we do? The store Tahoe, added some more stuff to the Tahoe. We created the police gator, the John Deere gator. So, yeah, we got quite a bit done yesterday on this cops pack. And right now we are going to grind out the last few little cars that I wanted to add to this. Pack's starting to get ridiculously huge, so this will probably be my last update for it. And if there's really no errors or issues and stuff like that, I'll make it public for everybody. That way all the mod sites can steal it and upload it all over the damn place. So what I need to get going here, got to open up some windows and feed my soul. Oh, I thought this was going to continue playing. Where is my music? We need it. I have really bad tinnitus in my ears, so constantly kind of have to have something playing, some background music. It'll drive me nuts if I don't. Yeah, you guys definitely need a roller, pavement truck equipment, all that kind of stuff. But hey, you know, it's I'm sure somebody will make it eventually. Or if I get a crazy hair up my butt. That's usually what it takes for me. I have to like get super excited about something, and if I'm not super excited about it, it's really hard for me to finish it. So what we're gonna do right here is I'm actually gonna split my screen up. Don't look at my desktop because I have icons everywhere right now. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, my friends. So I'm gonna open up the mod disk of the working cops, and then I'm gonna open up the mod disk of this SGC, and then we're gonna take a peek at those two and start doing a very fast rough pace conversion. So let's go over to our auxiliary screen. I know it's sad though, like your screen, bro. Okay, we're out of that. We're out of that right now. You guys want to take a peek at what I've done already? Let's load up Farm Sim in the background here, and while that's loading up, we will take a peek at the mod disk. So I definitely probably bored people right off the bat with that, but you know, it is what it is. I wanted to say hello to you. So what I am working on while Giants is loading up Farm Sim for me so we can look at the cops back. It'll take just a second. I need to add this SGC exotic to the cops pack, and it already has a categorizer and all this stuff. You can hear the game loading up in the background here. It's sad, bro, like your screen. That was a funny dick comment to say, and I love it. My SGC is base drivable. I need to make sure my fill types might confuse you a little bit. If I confuse you during the stream at all, just comment, and I'll do my best to explain it to you. So under base drivable, we can use, what can I use? I'm gonna make another cop type. Might not have 5 million cop types. Probably could do it a little bit better, but screw it. Base fillable. We got that one in there now. I don't have to do too much work on there. The conversion part's going to be a little crazy, but is what it is. So we're going to switch back over to the main screen now, and let's take a peek at the cops pack. All good, farmer. Hey, as long as you can laugh, I can laugh. That's all I care about. It takes a lot more than sticks and stones to hurt my feelings. We're going to load up here. I like to do a lot of my mod testing on just a base vanilla map with no other mods enabled. So when somebody says, it doesn't work, I could be like, it's a mod conflict. Blame it on other people. Blame it. But so far, this pack is getting pretty dang big. We're going to hop into the store and take a peek at that. I'm not going to drive around too much with the vehicles and play with them. I just kind of want to give you guys a little taste of what exactly I'm going to be doing this live stream. Tony, can you make me a mod? You know, if I didn't know you, Tony, my first reaction would be no. I'm really selfish, but because it's you, yes, I can make you a mod, brother. Whoa. So you can see we did some testing yesterday. That's what all these vehicles are. Look at. Hey, Frank, what's going on? I'm trying Restream today, my first time, and we will see how well that works out. So yesterday I was doing some testing with the fire stuff. I was doing some testing with the cop stuff. Crap's everywhere. Game's a little laggy today. Wonder if that's because I'm streaming on multiple thingies. Remember what the heck we bought. So I don't know where everything is. Basically, we're going to be turning a vehicle into something cool like that. Flashing lights. Let's take a peek in here really fast. Kind of give you a rundown of what I've done the last few days. Converted over. Pull over the AI. Yeah, right. The AI cannot be stopped. Only only the hand of God can stop the AI vehicles. So we got the Lamborghini now. It's got an undercover police version. I got the Audi R8. I love this car. I know I say that every time. Also has a police conversion. Got sirens installed, design colors, all that kind of stuff. And then we made this yesterday. I say we. I made this guy yesterday for running the green belts. Go check those illegal joggers. And yeah, there's a ton of other ones in here that I've been working on over the last year. So I'm polishing this up, gonna give it out to a few people to do some testing and tuning, and then around the first of the year, make all this stuff public for you guys, because I didn't want it to be uploaded to a million mod sites before I had a chance to really dive in and get stuff cooler than just a basic release. Sometimes I gotta take a break from mods and come back to it. Here's the Lamborghini. I actually had it hooked up to the trailer. I love this one. This is my only Lamborghini I've ever made. Ever. Long ago, everybody's like, why haven't you made a Lamborghini mod, you know? And I was like, I just haven't. And I found a sweet model, and I made it quite a few months ago. But it was never converted. Sorry, not quite a few months ago. For FS19. And I just never converted it. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is converting the other special exotic cars I have. So now that we have dinked around with that a little bit, kind of give you a little rundown what we're going to be working on. Like I said, I'm short-timed. The girlfriend will be home in an hour and a half, and I'm sure she expects a hello when she gets in here, not me talking to a computer screen. So let's close this bad boy out. We're going to go over to our modding menu of Doom here, and I really don't have to do too much in the old version because we are just throwing it in the new guy. So I'm pretty much done with the mod disk already. From here, we're going to want to copy this XML that I have in here, not cut, sorry. And we're going to start working on it. Except I don't want to name it. I want exotic. We're going to take this name right here. Give it a little rename here. Just in case I ever add another one. Okay, next up, my i3D. I gotta make sure, first thing I like to do is make sure all the textures are there. A farmer, you know, well, you know what? I don't know how old you are or anything like that, but eventually when you got the money coming in from jobs and work and you got lots of gray hairs, you can afford a decent laptop or computer, whatever your case may be. I'm going to open up with this i3D with my Notepad++. First thing I always do is open it up with Notepad++ when I'm converting. There is a ton of textures that FS19 is probably trying to, that were in FS19 that are not in FS22 anymore. So we got to remove those textures and make sure everything works for us. A lot of this stuff is going to be, see, so like these are going to be removed. See if there's anything I can easily fix. I know that this normal is going to throw an error. Clear glass is going to throw an error. It's kind of the same stuff for all my mods, at least when I'm doing converting, because I make the same mistakes. When I didn't know what the hell I was doing when I started making mods. Still waiting on Tony to buy you a PC. Me too. Tony, I know you make the big bucks, man. Now the way that I've done this in the past is I used to put all my textures in a locked folder and stuff. This mod that's installed in here will have the textures with it, so whether you're a Patreon or not, you'll have access to it. And then once I fully release the texture packs at the beginning of the year here, you'll have access to all the textures. Unless you're a Patreon, and then you can get those textures right now. And don't judge me for that. It's how I buy more cop models. If you like what I make, it's because people help me do it. I know a lot of people, they give me a lot of hate for Patreon, but that's what I do. I buy mods and we make them. So I got this bad boy open. Let's hit save on it really fast. And what I'm going to start filtering over my textures. I know all these other textures are inside the mod. That's what this little dot dot forward slash means. It's going up a folder, and this dot dot slash is going up 2 folders. And it's going to be under the June? June. Okay, so I'm going to go into June, and I'm going to copy these textures right here. So I want this whole folder. Copy. Go into here, and I'm going to do a little bit of pasting. Paste that into there, and then I need to reroute where the textures are. Since they are no longer in the common files, we're going to delete that bad boy. There we go. So now it's only going up 1 folder and looking for the textures. Probably super confusing, so let me explain that in a little bit of a layman's terms. The i3D is located inside of a folder inside the mod, right? So here's the i3D. That dot dot slash is telling the i3D to go up 1 folder, and then we're going to go into the SG folder. That's how that coding works on that screen. Some of you might care, some of you might not, but that's how you. Do you have email? I could send you some stuff and pics of equipment, bro. Email. I do have an email, but I don't really ever check it. It's just, you know, what I give sites. You can check out Discord. I'm not sure if you have access to Discord or not, but that is a better place to get a hold of me because email is very barbaric for me. So let me get you a link really fast. Now that I got a link in there, I'll put it in chat for you guys if you want to go check out the Discord. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear about that farmer. That sucks, man. Very sorry to hear that. I really wish you the best. That's a faith maker right there when you have something big like that happen in life. It makes you have faith in something, whether that's yourself, a greater power, or your family and loved ones. I like to call it a faith maker. Alright, so now all my textures, I believe, are in there. We're going to open up the i3D. Now I'm opening it up with the new version of Blender, so we're going to have some errors because this is an old, sorry, not Blender, a new version of Giants Editor. So we're going to have some errors we're going to have to fix. Open that bad boy up. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're on the old YouTube side, make sure to slap that like for a brother. You know how it is. If you're on the Twitch side, I wouldn't mind you following me if this interests you. If you have 0 interest in modding, my channel's probably not for you. I do not play the game stream. I never have. I've tried. I sound silly, and I look at myself like a dingling. Ooh, I forgot how much I like those lights. So here's the Le Mans. Can't remember everything it looks like in here. It's been well over a year or so since I've looked at this, maybe longer. Can I add you first? Won't let me join on Discord though, bro. Add me. If you can get in that group, you can easily find me on there. I don't really know my name offhand. I'd have to copy and paste that right now. My brain is trying to focus on getting this converted, so bear with me on that. So I don't need, did that thing load in with a light? No, it didn't. I created the light. Okay. I was like, man, I went 2 years with a light in there? That sucks. Okay, so this is what we're gonna clear this out. Actually, I reloaded it, so I'm gonna reopen it now. The reason I do that is because when you reload it, it doesn't show all the errors that were there originally. But when you close it, reopen it, it does. So when I hit save, all these errors, hopefully you can read this down at the bottom, all these errors for these can't find textures, it's gonna break the path. And some of it I really don't care because I kind of half-assed this model, pardon my language, when I was first trying to mod. Keep in mind, I'm no pro, and this stuff has taken me years to kind of develop good traits and bad traits and identifying traits that are bad. So we can't find the wire, can't find shapes, round bill. I don't care about a lot of this. Reflector trailers. That might be one that I'm missing. Okay, cool. I'll check it out here in just a little bit. As soon as I get done streaming here, Farmer, I'll give you a nice little ad. So wire diffuse normal. All right, so it's asking for wire. One of these textures. We're gonna have to reroute a texture. We're gonna have to reroute a texture here. What I mean by that, we're gonna go to shared, open a new window, because this wire texture that I have right here is not where it used to be. Giants like to move some stuff around, and I do not know why. They just made it 10 times harder. So now it's under shared and assets. So we'll just copy that name right there. And then over in this bad boy, you can see what I'm talking about right there, the wire diffuse and wire normal. It's no longer just in the shared folder, it's in the assets. We're gonna go with that, and we're gonna do the same thing for right there. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on, but it's not coming. Those are tricky times for a man. Okay, now that I got that loaded, we're gonna want to clear and reload this. Never hitting save. I want to try to fix all the textures I can and say screw the rest that I don't care about, because sometimes I leave, in the past I would leave objects in this and just hidden, but the texture would be assigned. So lazy, that's what it was. So reflectors trailer spec, I think I can find this one as well. Let's try to track that down in the shared file. Do a little search here, see if it is not in the game anymore. So I'm actually gonna have to say probably screw that one. This one that's looking for it, Windows Specular, nope. Okay. We will jump back to our modding's boring, guys. It is boring, and I will try my very hardest to make it somewhat enjoyable. But it's pretty boring, not gonna lie. We need to use the vehicle shader XML and get rid of these old shaders. There's some shaders from FS19 that have been edited that say, let's see here, find one to show you right here, imported FS19 vehicle shader. We don't need that anymore. We're just kind of like actually just gonna drop the current in-game one and let it run its course. Okay, once that's installed, we might have to fix some things. I might have to do a little bit on our main screen there. We're gonna hit save on that again, and we're gonna come back to our main screen. Wish there was a way to show you both screens at one time. All right, number shader, trailer, old shapes file found. Okay, we're ready to hit save. Now this is gonna break all these. So if you need these textures in your mod that you're trying to convert, I wouldn't recommend doing what I'm doing right now. Hey, take care, Farmer. I will track down your friend request when I get done with things. Hey, all good, man. I've been doing the re-record, so it's perfectly fine. Hit save, I think. I think I hit save. Did I? Yeah, even if we didn't. Perfectly fine. So let's hit reload now, see what other textures still lay about. So the numbers shader is going to be an issue for us. So let's track down where the numbers shader is. And most of the time that's going to be under your dashboards, right? So you got yours is going to be different than mine, but you're going to be looking for something called numbers, and you can go up here and do a little type for numbers and it should pop up. So if you're getting that numbers shader error, in FS22 we don't actually use a numbers shader anymore, so you're just going to go in and shader down below like that. Okay, and then I think this guy also probably has, nope. I think that's it. Let's try to I'm trying to fix all the errors before I export it. So we still have a number shader in there somewhere. So let's track it down. Number HUD steering. Okay, check. Kind of the same thing, once you start converting, it's just a lot of repetitive tasks. I did this yesterday, and it's the same thing basically. Load again, and now we are error free. That's what you want to do. I want to be error free prior to the exporting here. Hey Tony, if you're still here and you're watching on Twitch, it says my bitrate's too high. I'm trying Restream at 6,000 kilobits, but my stream on Twitch says unstable. YouTube is fine, but Twitch says unstable. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let me know if that's an issue. Okay, so now we got everything here that we need. I'm going to export this out to the cop spec now. It's ready to go for the big leap in time and space. Okay, cool. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So we are going to do the SGC. We're exporting out right now to... Go like this. Go new folder. We're going to go SGC. SGC. No, did not want to do that. Sorry, my brains won't working. We're gonna hit save. See what you did there. SGC-1. Okay, we're gonna hit save. Do you want to keep the parent directory? No. This is for me. Do you want to keep relative game path? Yes. So now that it's exported, we can open it up in here. And now that I have open here, I want to press this little button right here, open i3D and text editor. And what that's going to do is show me all my textures here. And as you can see, there's no more dot dot or anything like that. All my textures are in there. And we have a new updated version, 9.0.4. So this mod is now ready for us to dive into the XML section and start dialing stuff in. So I'm going to open up this folder right here. We're going to copy this name and then come back up here. We're going to do save as, and I'm going to save this in my i3D folder. I'm not exporting the files again. I'm basically just rerouting the i3D. So now we can start playing around with the XML, and relatively quickly we are going to be able to convert this. I'm not going to dink around. I'm looking at chat a little bit, but I'm trying to grind this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop on over here. We're going to add that XML that we have in there now, and we already made the light type, or sorry, the vehicle type down here, this police car 04. And from there, we are ready to open up the XML of this bad boy. Now, I'm kind of a cheater, and long ago, I made a checklist of how to convert a mod, and it kind of keeps me in check. So, how to convert FS19 to 22. It's kind of designed for my brain, but I can show you pretty easily how to do this. I can't guarantee you will pick it up all the way, but we can. So I have the XML on the right? So I made a new vehicle type called Police Car 04. So I'm going to go up here to this vehicle type, and I'm going to be dropping that right there. That way it knows that it has this light extension lure. This is what makes stuff flash like a cop car. We definitely need that. And now we can start going down the list here of things that need to be done. I definitely need to make a new store icon. We're going to wait last on that like I did the other day. And we need to rename our, no, not police car. We need to rename where it's going to look for this file type. So it's going to go in the i3D folder and then look for our SGC exotic. From there, Captain, we are going to start taking a peek. We need to track down our sounds. we need a sounds folder in here, and I actually have that code already ready to go. We're not going to be using this pickup. I have some other sounds inside of here that we're going to have to bring over from the other mod. But let's just get the basic stuff that changes with FS22. They changed the sheen overlay. So first things first, we're going to drag that over, give it a little da-da-da, and we're going to delete the old one. That's old code. The game will give you error if you don't get rid of it. It's really heavy, 2,800 pounds. Okay, so let's scroll down the left here. Next up, we are looking for anything that is trying to reach into the game, such as this shared light folder, light 01. Ugly burp. It is currently uncommented, so the game's not reading it, and there's really no reason to leave the code inside of here since it's false code now. I used to put a lot of info inside these things, and now I just realized how much I clutter it all up. So we're going to go to fill units, and from fill units we need to add unit right here. At the end of the stream, you guys should be able to convert your own mods as long as the mod doesn't have errors to begin with. Open it up in FS19, check it for errors. If it's good, then bring it over to 22. If there's errors in FS19, there will be errors in FS22. So fix the errors before you convert it. In order to convert, you kind of need to own the old game too. So fill unit text override, that's one of the changes. And next we're going to move on to exhaust paths. I kind of have this down to a science. You know, if anybody gives you these big long, oh, this is how you convert, it's pretty simple. Sounds, exhaust, unit conversion, and a couple other small things, but we'll cover those. Have faith in yourself, I do. Okay, so I updated those two. Here's the sounds file that I was talking about. We're going to want to cut this out of here. That code is no longer used, but we do want the file path from it. And we're going to have to convert over those that sound file, which isn't too difficult. It's a little tedious, but we will get there. And let me peek at here. Do I have a... I don't. Sweet. We're going to copy this, and we're going to overwrite this and delete this old one. And that's all under the base tag. Okay. But that actual XML is not located in our sounds folder yet. So we're going to need to pull that on over from our conversion. So here's my conversion side, and it's going to have the sound in here. Now, to limit the amount of repetitive sounds that I have, this is all the sounds that are in my current cops pack. This is the sounds that are in the converting mod we're trying to do, and I already have police, US siren in here, so we don't need to copy some of this. What I like to do is I'll just grab this XML, I'm going to pull it on over and copy it into here, and then we're going to open this up along with an additional sound file. That way we can do a little converting, because the sound files definitely, they won't work unless you convert them. So let's go to Exotic 17, and I'm going to bring you guys over on the other screen now. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. Kind of show you what we got going on here. How they used to do it is they just had all this under sounds. Now they've kind of broken it down to, it's different. It's under motorized, so everything has to do with the motor, the engine, and all that kind of stuff. It's all going to be under the motorized tag. And if you forget to change out that, it will throw an error. We don't have to actually change any of that stuff, right? All I need to do is pull over motorized. This air compressor stop. I mean, honestly, I don't need any of that. That's stuff I didn't know what I was doing back when I first made the mod. But we need to put that motorized tag there. Then we need to put a closing tag. This is super important. And then we need to make it in between sounds. Pretty easy to convert these, but that way when you click on it, it's motorized, and inside of that is sounds. Okay, so now the rest of these lights here are pretty generic, or not lights, these sounds are generic, so if you just pull one of my mods up or somebody else's mod and copy the honk, drive, all that kind of stuff. Now the honk's going to be different because that's actually in my mods folder. But now let's take a look at these sounds here. These are not actually in our sounds pack. So I don't have anything that says BMW X6 sounds over here. So let's first grab the start. So we're going to need this one. We're going to need stop. We're going to need idle loop. And we're going to need run loop. We're just going to need those ones right there. The rest of these are just wasted space. And we're going to go like this. Just copy these over. Now, this sound thingy majiggy won't throw any errors. We are on a roll. Sounds are done. Check, check, check. Took me 40 minutes to get the sounds done. Just kidding. I need to stop explaining and get modding. Rawr. But if anybody's interested in it, I like to kind of go through and walk you through it as best I can. Bass, fill type, new sounds, hydraulic sound. We need to do a quick little search here and make sure that there is no hydraulics. Let's go down to, do I have cylindered in here? Pardon me, don't need that anymore. Extra crap that can just go. I don't have a cover in here. Going to be changing a lot of this stuff. Default hydraulic sound. That will throw an error. It is now default hydraulic sound, but with no spaces or underscores. Okay. AI collision. We already installed the horn in the actual XML of the sound file, so we don't need that anymore. We don't need tension belt objects anymore. That was just a trick we used to use to make all vehicles strappable. I think the Heavens Giants fixed that and made it a natural feature. This game makes stuff dirty way too fast, so we're gonna lower those all down to like 1. There's my strobe lights. Not gonna have to do too much craziness under there. Base material. So it does have folding parts. I did see that just a second ago. We need to change that to a folding parts configuration. Wherever it went. I missed it somewhere. Usually I'm decent at seeing stuff as I scroll really fast. Foldable. So it's no longer foldable. It has to be folding parts. It has to be pretty much like that. We would just change. You see the difference between the code there. One says foldable, goes right into folding parts. This foldable has foldable configurations, and then it has a configuration and the closing tag. So we would just delete that now. Okay, next up. Do we have any moving tools? We do. We do have some moving tools, but there's no changes on that. No moving parts. Got the default hydraulic sound. Okay. We are 100% done with the actual XML work. Not bad, not bad. We're getting close. Oh, you. I love you, Tony. I love you. You are my man. I love you. I forgot that time. I got going crazy on it. You didn't really miss too much right there. This is the foldable parts I was talking about. Relatively easy. The old one was. It just has foldable and then goes right into folding parts. What Giants did is they added in this ability to make different configurations. And that's actually what you see in the store when you're able to select stuff. You have options. They're different configs. Config, short for configuration, in case you didn't pick up on that. So this guy actually should be drivable in game. We'd get a couple of errors that we are going to take care of right now. Let's pop back on over to this page, and we are located in our exotic SGC. We need to, first things first, you see this AI collision trigger that is right here, this object. This needs to be replaced with a transform group. I swear, if somebody watches my videos of converting, they'll be like, you said the same thing 9 videos ago. Well, it's because it doesn't really change. Until they come out with a new game and screw us all again. So, I just hold Control W while I have the AI collision selected. And then this will allow me to replace the target. So we're going to replace the target. And it just needs to be a transform group. They've changed that completely. If you don't do that, it'll throw an error. I like to click on the main component right here. That's what this is. And from here, I go up to rigid body. Ooh, look at this. It's not an actual... That's crazy. I can go 2 years without knowing this. It's not an actual compound. That needs to be checked. I like to check this because this crap missed my brain a long time ago, and now I have routines. And then you got to make sure that you have a collision mask. Usually that's the number you would want to use. You could use other... There is other... collision masks. I would just look at something you're trying to make, open it up in the editor, see what the numbers are, and copy them. Let's go into here really fast. That all looks good. Rigid bodies check, transforms check. This all has to be zeroed out. Clip distance is you have to have at least like a minimum of 300, or that's what the generic is, and it's a rigid body. So we can now take a peek. We're at the point where I want to load it up in game. My ear itches like crazy. I want to load it up in game now. I'm going to hit save on this. I'm going to make sure that we are all saved up in the i3D. We are going to open up the old Giants now. We can do the rest of the work from actually inside the game using our update stuff. Seeing how fast I can convert this thing. Converting mods is difficult if the mod has a lot of errors. If it has a lot of errors, you know, we're not actually going to use that save anymore. There's just so much crap in there. Save. One day I'll have a game that I play longer than a day. Cops pack. And then I want to have easy dev on. Oh, what was that? Saw something there. Hope everybody's doing peachy today. Let's see. This is my first multi-stream. Still don't know what the heck I'm doing, and I gotta figure out how to like change the titles and stuff on each screen. I had to manually do it this time, but stuff costs money to restream. It kind of sucks. This game is so expensive for me to do this. If I told you guys all the crap that I pay for just to make mods and stream it, it's kind of overwhelming. My girlfriend gets mad at me. It's about half my rent. So this should be in here now. It is not in here. And we're actually going to have an error because there's something that I didn't do. And it may force me to... Yes, it's going to force me to reload. What I'm talking about is this right here, branding category. I am no longer so vain that I use my own name as a brand. And then the racing. I didn't install racing category. This is actually going to be cops. Now, I'm pretty sure that it's still in game. The game throws it to the miscellaneous category. So I'm gonna hit save on that, and then back over in the game I should be able to, if I can recall, I should be able to just do store items reload, and it should throw it in here. Let's see if it does. It doesn't, so that's okay. I'm gonna go miscellaneous. No, it's the other miscellaneous. This one. No, it didn't even load it up at all. It decided that it didn't like me. Exotic ICG. So let's kind of look at let's do some scrolling. I gotta find what exactly the issue is here. Hopefully I don't get frustrated. I got frustrated on stream yesterday with stupid tires. Oh, stupid tires. Lambo. See, I told you it was gonna have racing. So it threw a Lua error because of the racing category. Whatever. So all we have to do is restart it. Game. Quick game. Gonna do that. Elm Creek. Da, da, da. Cops. Okay. Don't mind all those yellows and stuff. I work out of unzipped folders, so the game gives you an error for unzipped. I did see some other red stuff there that might error. Waterworld's already used, blah, blah, blah. That's not nothing important. All that has to do with unzipped mods. And I think that Le Mans is now good to go. Let's check it out. I think, honestly, it's good to go. No, no, thank you. Thank you for your time, Captain. Captain, we're under attack. Exotic SG. Okay. we didn't create a store icon, so it's using the one that's in the folder. So, cross your fingers. This is the point where we see any errors or anything I gotta fix. Go. Here we go. Oh, we got one error. And it's the same error in the last mod I converted. It's a stupid overhead light. So it's, go down to my lights. It's the same error I always have. Where is my static overhead light? It's this error right here, because that doesn't actually exist in the mod anymore. It's nothing serious. We just do that, and we'll come back to our main bad boy here. Do a store items reload, and that error should go away. Engine stop. Okay, cannot load sounds. Engine stop. Oh, I must have missed a sound. I did miss a sound, I guess. Okay. Check that out. Should get rid of that error now. Yep. Okay, we're error free. Just like that. Doesn't look the greatest. We need to put some, ooh, look at that. Black plate. Let's check her out. Now, it is done, and it is converted, but it's not where I want to leave it. Let's turn up the game volume a little bit. We're going to turn down the music. Something funky with the sounds, though. Boom! I don't like the sound on that. What was that? Why did that... What is going on with those wheels? Way too fast. Definitely needs some work. Kind of strange. I don't know if you noticed that, but it was bouncing like every 150 feet. Do you have any videos on how to, it says, hey Lambo, do you have any videos on how to edit a mod from Farming Simulator 22 and get it in game? I mean, this is a video on it. That's all I do, man. That's all I do. You gotta scroll through my lives and my videos, and I don't really do anything else. Yeah, it does need some downforce. And we gotta do some sound changes. Like, I love the wow part, but there's the initial tally up that I don't like. Let's go into the thing right fast. It's super soft. I want to hear it a little louder. Prepare your ears, my friends. 10%, that's why. I guess it does have sound. Yeah, I remember what I did. When I made this, I have some, hear that environment. I thought the environment was off. I hear, like, if you ever so slightly hear, I recorded this at an indie track, and you can hear them racing in the background. Yeah, I don't know if you hear that or not. So that one texture we had to reroute the wire. That's the wire right there. That would have been all white if we didn't reroute that texture. There's a little funky sound in the beginning. What is that bounce? Is it just too low to the ground? I think that might be its issue. This is gonna need some work. I believe I can fly. Pop. Okay, now that we've dinked around with that a little bit, let's look in here. I'm making mental notes of things I want to adjust, edit, check fire. Got about 30 more minutes before my girlfriend will be home. I guess I got 45 till the girlfriend will be home. I have some cleaning to do in the house. If I don't do the cleaning, she's gonna kill me. This is what happens when you mod for like 4 days straight. The house becomes a total wreck. The sounds are terrible. These sounds need to be completely redone. Not a fan of that. That is going to require some off-screen. Audacity and streaming is not my. Your favorite suspension, right, Keith? This map is decent for that. Like honestly, you got this straightaway right here. I'm trying to figure out if that loud like that you hear is that the environment or the engine? That's the engine. Yeah, that's the engine. 100%. So we're gonna end up scrapping this sound pack. I really love the IndyCar sound at the end there, but there's just too much noise in the background. Yeah, this road, it has a bump right here at the end that it always launches me. This spot right here, this is where I go flying the most. Get some good air right there. Alright, so the sounds suck. That's just my personal opinion. They're borderline cool, but they suck. What other stuff? I guess since I don't like this, I'm going to have to take some notes right now of everything. Do the lights work? Check. Lights work. Any errors? There's no errors anymore. I fixed the errors. It was just a sound error. Okay, how about blinkers? There is no blinkers. There's just a blinker light. Could put some blinkers on there. Let's get the notepad out. Yeah, I was kind of looking at the collision there clip. And that collision definitely looks like it's really low to the ground, especially how I have it designed. Kind of angles down towards the ground. That could be hitting because the wheels are just not big enough, which the radius needs to be pumped up on this. And Tony knows how I feel about playing around with the damn wheels. I hate wheels. Okay, so we need to make a list of this stuff because I'm not very happy with this. I'm glad we converted it, but not very happy with it. So we're gonna make a nice little list of sounds suck. Let's see, coal issue main I don't know. I don't know on the rest of that. Let's play around with it a little bit. Hey! I cannot even pronounce your name, Reexirion Land 22. Ireland. Oh! Reese. Sorry, my eyes put that together. Reese Ireland 22. Thanks for the follow, brother. I appreciate you. That's definitely the vehicle making that thundering noise. Definitely. We're going to turn that down now because that's super annoying. Let's see if I can find anything else here that has... we can turn music back on, though. My ears got that ringing. Oh, the wheels are getting all dirty. That's good. I do believe the fuel thing on the side lights up, too. It shows active fuel. Like a fuel gauge on there. Oh, was there any other versions of this? So we need to make an icon for it. That's definitely needs to be done. Icon. Yeah, I got quite a few cars in here. What else we got right now? These a lot of these I made for FS19. And I just never converted them over, and honestly I've learned a lot between probably wouldn't look like this if I still had this model in my blender. I lost a lot of this stuff. Oh, that's an error. What's going on there with my screen? What's going on there, Poppy? Whoa. That's weird. That's a weird one. It loaded in the deer. That was really weird. I just had like a super bad lag moment. It went away. Didn't see any errors. I think the deer loading. That has nothing to do with the vehicle though. Cycle the lights in here. Just a little bit. I'd love to light up that dash. All those decals whenever you flip on your lights. Light up. Light up dash. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of bummed out. I gotta change all the sounds on this. I wish they would actually put fun fair mods for trucks to carry for console. That would be good. Instantaneous trucks. Yeah, they really hose you guys on mods you can use. I personally do not put stuff on Mod Hub because, yeah, that thing sucks. This might have to get completely remade. The wheels, at least. Maybe if we increase the radius just a hair, it would. I really don't want to play around with wheels. All right, we'll play just a little bit with wheels here. Auxiliary screen. Not much, because the wheels piss me off. I'd rather do that off stream so I can cuss and get mad without anybody looking at me. Ah, the radiuses are different. Nope, they're not different. I was just looking at that differently. Need to extend those out so my eyeballs work right. So it looks like it needs it just a hair. Really not much. The back one. Yeah, you know what? I'm very sorry, Ireland. I don't actually make any mods for console, and I probably never will. I use a lot of custom scripts, and they don't allow those on Giant. So unfortunately, I hate to let you down at all, but probably won't see very much from me on that. We're gonna change this radius not to 5. That'll be floating in the air really high. We're gonna change it to 4. Give ourselves just a little bit more of a boost. Maybe that'll help out the stability of it. They're different. Hydro brakes. Which one did we buy? Calibrated brakes, hydro brakes. Did we get the undercover cop car one? I didn't even check the cop lights, did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Sweet deal. Wheels actually turn. Oh, look at that. I actually did make it somewhat. It's kind of cool to go back and look at what I've done in the past and critique myself. It's definitely, I've come a long way. See that bump, what the hell? Okay, well we already updated this. Tire is that? It's the star one. Is that the one that I was using? Okay, star one is calibrated brake. So this should, if I hit save over there, we're gonna go back to our main screen really fast. And we're gonna hit update vehicle here. Should brought us up just a hair. Wheels. The back ones are still kind of flat looking. Oh, I'm not gonna show you guys right now. I'm not gonna switch screens on you. I'm just literally changing that radius, adding just a little bit more, and then we'll do a little update. I do not want to spend the whole freaking stream playing with wheels again. Alright, let's see if that changes anything at all now. If we still get that, whoa, gotta change this engine too. Too much power. It's just so low to the ground. So crazy low. So let's step on the fuel and see if we still get that bumpy. I think the bumps in the road are what's causing it. Yep, I was. Whoa, see, there it is again. Yep, now we're screwed. I think it's that bump right there. I don't know if you can see that orange line at the very front. I'm pretty sure it's that. That's causing it. So that's going to be a complete collision remake. I'm going to have to pull that into Blender. I wasn't hoping to do that, but it definitely looks like I have to do that. How's our player node look? He's got his feet forward. He's got his hands on the right place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to remove some light states. Light states. Man, I got a lot of stuff to do this off screen. The collision with Blender thing is kind of a... It's easy, it's just a pain in the butt. I think so, huh? And I'm looking at the road now. I'm seeing, see, just a random... Yeah, we're gonna have to completely redo that. You know, I wonder, let's actually pop out of here really quick. Let's open this up. And what we are going to do, we're gonna duplicate this guy. Okay, I'm gonna delete everything underneath it. Now I have the main component outside of the other one. I'm going to take this and raise it up a hair, like that. Also inside out. Not going to affect it too much. But this needs to be zeroed out, otherwise it's going to cause an error. So go freeze transformations. We're going to select translate. Okay, now that I did that, I'm going to re-grab everything in here. Oh, active cameras. That's fine. So I'm going to grab it all, copy and paste into the new one. We're going to move this one up, and then we're going to change cameras. Now I can delete this old one, hit save, open the game back up, reload it. It's a little bit higher now, and hopefully it doesn't hit. So let's... let's give this a shot now. Let's just gun it. See if we get that bounce thing again. Look at that. That's what the issue was. The collision body was just a little too low and it was smacking. whenever the tires would respond to, man, we gotta change that engine. Whenever the tires would respond to the road, it would go too low and smack right there. So that error is actually fixed now. So I don't need to make that all the way in Blender. We can pull that off there. I gotta remember to remove that, otherwise I will literally do it and waste time doing it. Sounds. I'm really bummed about the sounds. Sounds are challenging, you know, because you got to have access to the sounds. If you don't have a Le Mans or a high performance vehicle, you're relying on the internet, and then giants want stuff so in unique ways. Got to have a start, stop, idle loop, getting on it. Yeah. Got your I mean, who would have an undercover car like this? It probably doesn't belong in the police pack, but I want to convert it, but I don't want to do a million freaking mods, so that's what we're doing. We're putting it in here, playing with it right now. Let's see what we want to fix on it. I thought the doors opened up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That scared the crap out of me. That scared the crap out of me. I forgot about that. That is really loud. There was a siren on it. I need to change that to foldable and moving parts. Folding. Folding parts. Floggling parts. Folding parts siren. And we're gonna change it, and we're also going to add some options in there. Let's see, what time is it right now? I got about 30 minutes left, so we could probably do some of this right now. I'm just trying to give this thing... I don't have time like you guys to play this and use it on a daily, so... does it have a... Let's check another thing here. Let's buy a trailer. Buy... Now, I know normally this thing wouldn't have a hitch, but it's farm sim, so like, everything should have a hitch. I'm a firm believer in. But engine. I think there's probably a hitch on here. There is. Is it a hidden one? Does it hide when you attach? It does. And look at that texture. It's the same dang issue. I'm pretty sure I used a template when I made all these cop cars in the first place. Late night farming and ordering some pizza. You're gonna get me hangry, man. I'm so hungry right now. That sounds so good. I got pizza in the freezer too. That might be a thing. So this has, we're gonna unattach. This says it has folding parts, but I thought the doors opened on this. I swear the doors opened on this. It does. The doors do open. I have this set up. Left door, right door. This is a unique way it opens up too. What code is that though? I swear this thing opens up. It's been a few years since I made this, but let's go down to animations and door. So that is 260 blah blah blah. What's that one? That should be this one. Backdoor animation, check. Okay, so it should be that one. We're gonna do a little search here and try to track down where that code is. Backdoor, check. Foldable, folding part configuration. Why aren't you working though? You should be giving me that option. Double checking here. So we're doing basic drivable. Let's try something else. Let's try the car one. Let's do car fillable. Maybe that's what's causing us some issues here. Yeah, that's what I thought. That is what I thought. I remember making those do that. If if it's not like a direct open, like a left or a right or a straight up and down, if you have to open something at an angle, holy cow, I remember how hard that was to do that. Captain, enter the spaceship. Okay, so that works. I don't necessarily want that on the folding parts thing. I like having the siren. In a lot of my cop cars, let's look at one really fast. We'll just buy the Tahoe. Run over to it really quick. Compound animations are fun. You know what? It's once you get in the groove, animations are a blast. But like I said, so if you look at the top left corner where it says controls siren on, I'm actually using the folding parts to prepare yourself, plug your ears. Here it goes. Okay, we're done. I actually use that to turn the siren on and off instead of having. I used to have it like a scroll. You hold left click and you slide up and down and stuff like that. But I really like doing it that way because it's better just to hunky-dory do it. How heavy is this thing? Can we push it? Oh, it's pretty heavy. Oh, back. Oh. It's definitely pretty damn heavy. Trying to catch everything. I want to do a big. I like using open cover. Open cover is great. The only issue with open cover, if it's on a vehicle, is you have to assign a fill type to it, right? So it'll say fill type index, and say you attach it to your. Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Say you are looking at. Like this vehicle, for example. Yeah, Ireland. You know, I really doubt they will. You know, my best advice is to take your Xbox controller or PlayStation controller, buy Farm Sim. Actually, here soon, if you guys are paying attention, I've signed up for a couple of services that give me access to some free download keys for the game and stuff like that. I'm still working out details with them, but I'll be able to give away games to Farm Sim and some DLC packs. I guess I'm just lucky because I have a ton of subscribers on YouTube. Not millions, you know, but I have enough. But they said that they would give me some Steam keys. I just have to stream more because I don't. I spend a lot of time making mods because this is what I do when I'm making a mod. I sit here and I drive around in circles. And I try to figure out what I don't like about it. Like this one. That's actually kind of cool. I like it. You can drift. Wish you could turn that on and off when you want, though. But I just kind of dink around and yeah, definitely get. Whoa! Oh! Hey, what's going on, Wishing Gamer? So engine, let's put that on my list. Come on, baby. Engine. Crazy fast. Okay, check. What app do I use to make my mods in? Well, let's see here. Let's do a little run through. We'll do that for you. First, I use Notepad++, right? You're gonna need this. I highly recommend it. You can use other text editors, but I'm telling you, doing this for a long time now. This is the best one. It's free. Next up, you are going to need Giants Editor. And for the most part, if you're not getting too crazy, It's the only two things you really need, especially if you're kind of editing other stuff or editing in-game stuff. Now, it gets a little bit more complex when we start looking at Blender. Actually, I think this is a good way to end the stream. Let's take a peek of everything that I've slowly been working on. But Blender's free. I use the older version. I've been trying to learn the new version. Some of the stuff's different. I think I have a cops folder. Police 2023 Blender. This is actually how you see I made. This is the, well, not that. This is the charger, right? That's the charger. Yeah, it's the charger. So that is actually this vehicle. Where you at, baby? I like this one. That's actually this vehicle right here. Yeah, Maya is great, but Maya also costs a good grip of money. Like, I already spend $500 or $600 a month on additives and extra crap and models and all that kind of stuff. Maya, I think it's like $2,100 a year for a commercial license. And because I run a Patreon, I would have to have a commercial license. You know what? That's a Wishing Gamer. That is actually circumstantial, which is easier, the old Blender or new Blender. Currently for me, the old Blender, because I know where all the buttons are, everything's familiar. The new Blender, it looks easier, but I don't know all the shortcuts, and they changed a bunch of stuff. So, like I said, it's circumstantial. If you're just starting off, probably try to learn the new Blender. That way you don't get stuck like me and stuck in using a 3D modeling program that is 6 years old now. Because I've been using the same Blender since I started. That's the Ford High Country, and actually went through. That's how you know all this stuff. I do a whole bunch of coloring in here and painting. I export it out. Let's see if I can. Do I have textures assigned in here? I have a little bit. You can see my dash and everything. What else do we got? Oh, yeah, this is when I was making all the logos and decals and stuff. You have a pre-authorized copy. Yeah. Oh, that's frickin' sweet. I need one of those. So that was the High Country. We're gonna change this back to some other crap. Cop car. What else we got here? Some lights that I was working on. I don't know if I finished those lights. The body. I think this is where I was making textures for the charger. Wishing Gamer, no. Some stuff. I am not nearly skilled enough to make this car. I'll just be straight with you right now. I purchase a lot of my models because of Patrons donate money and stuff like that, and you know, if I can make it, I'll make it. But this is pretty complex stuff, and I have not ever went to school for this. I would love to. I'm sure my GI Bill would cover a lot of it. There's a cop car I haven't made. Thought about it. I think the inside interior was just too plain for me. I didn't do it because it just was plain. But I could, just to have. Hey, no problem, Ireland. Receipt. I don't even know how to say your name, but cool. You have a good one, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're going to be calling it here in about 7 minutes. I have a house to clean before the girlfriend gets here. I have to clean up after myself. Right next to my computer, I think I have 4 coffee cups, 2 bowls. It's been long nights, man. I've been up till 4 or 5 in the morning last couple nights. Just working on mods. But I would say Blender is a lot of fun to use. It's free. It's easy to learn. You could do a ton of stuff. So like this is where I imported the in-game. How about the boats? They paid models too. Some of them. Some of the boats, yes. Some of the boats, no. Yeah, so the next software I use is Adobe Substance Painter. This does cost money. This costs $29 a month for the basic package, but I love it. And then I also pay for a Patreon to a guy that makes textures. That way I can have a constant flow of new textures. Let's see if I can open a recent file. Here's the pirated. gonna load for me. So I was in here making some textures for. This is a big ring of crap that's all around the pirated boat. I want it to look old. If I can find that, there we go. This is how I make all that stuff. I love Substance Painter. Substance Painter is probably my favorite out there. And personally, I think it's the best. The best that I know how to use, I guess. I can't get too crazy. But the hard thing was tracking down textures. So I probably have $2,000 or $3,000 worth of textures in here. And I only have all that because people donate money via Patreon. So, you know, I thank those who do. It keeps my girlfriend off my butt for spending too much money on something dumb. Besides being cool, this is a dumb thing to spend thousands of dollars on. I mean, let's just all be honest here. But yeah, I like Blender and stuff, and then using the texture painter. Did I apply the textures in here? Oh, I kind of did. So I redid the 4WD and added some crazy Mad Max stuff on it. This is public on Patreon. I do a lot of public stuff on there, but I also have to take care of Patrons too. So everything is public, but I do textures and whatnot, and then eventually those will get released, which this month is a big month for me. I'll be releasing a lot of stuff for you guys. After I send it out to some testers, actually, I think on the 20th or so, I'm going to be releasing the map and all the boats and that stuff. That would fit the Waterworld map. Yeah, it's actually installed in the Waterworld map. That one and the truck. I can move my screen. I'm changing all these. Why aren't you? There we go. That's how I make all this stuff. Another truck. Just a lot of stuff I haven't done yet. A lot of stuff I haven't made. Where's the best site to get models at? That's a rigged question. This is one cool one that I've been working on for a hot minute now. Right, if you guys have seen Mad Max, you'll recognize this. This model is so freaking high poly though that I have to do a lot of changes to get it to be able to be compatible with FarmSim. Don't know if I've textured anything yet. I think I have a little bit, not much. It's the War Rig. Best site to get textures, wherever, man. You honestly, there's thousands of them. I wouldn't say there's one best one. It's wherever it's free. That's where the best place to get them is. Wherever you can find it where it's free. Just put in a Google search for 3D model textures and just go from there. There is, I thought we just bought that. Or am I completely broke and I couldn't afford it? Is that what it was? I think it was. You got any more questions for me, guys? Got a few more minutes here till I gotta go do the dishes and do all that fun stuff. So just kind of dinking around. I made my list of edits that I'm gonna do. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. Yeah, it is super high poly. I shy away nowadays from making high poly stuff. I didn't know when I was younger doing this, you know, all the little details, and then as Giants went, they started throwing in an error whenever it's too high poly. Never used to be like that, but it is what it is. I do like taking a lot of their custom stuff and just making it a cop car. Like this Gator. This was the John Deere Gator. Made this on live stream yesterday. Yep, definitely Keith is right on that one. You know, one site will have a model for $300, right? And another site will have the same model for 60. It's just shop around, look around, but it definitely they're not cheap, man. I think our last little bit here. Let's I like to. I'm gonna show you my like sweet spot, right? I can't show you guys where I get all my models at because then you'll steal my ideas. But blend swap is a good one. You can come here and Ooh, 2 to 4 million polys. You know what, Keith? It's best with that just to break it up into pieces. A ton of pieces. So after you go through and you do all the textures on it, or sorry, you assign UDMI, just break it up into individual UDMIs. So this is my color selectable one. This is my other doohickey, my metal and whatnot. But this site is pretty good for free stuff. You'll have to like go to categories. Cool, Keith. Yeah, I kind of figured you knew what you were doing. Pardon me if I share extra information. I just try to be helpful. So yeah, you come in here, architectural. You know, some of it's not the best, but you could spend hours just scrolling through crap in here. Literally, I do. I dedicate a few days out of the week to just look for stuff that might be neat and go with Farm Sim. This is kind of hard right now. I don't see any vehicles there. Duh, my eyeballs weren't working. And this is actually where I got the war rig from. This site by Chris Cron. If you don't know who he is a phenomenal modeler. Probably one of the best in the world. That's freaking cool. I love old stuff. Love old stuff. That's really cool. I love that. You know, modding, it's all about just expediting your time. I mean, today we did that full convert in about an hour. But, you know, there's still some other silly crap that I don't like about it. We want to fix that, so that's kind of the plan. Alright. Any other questions for you guys? I'm gonna be calling it here. I gotta go do the dishes before you never hear from me again. And then the police will be searching for me, and my girlfriend will be laughing as she put me in the in the garbage disposal. Any other questions? If not, guys, I'm gonna be up out of here like Batman. This will be posted public within the next 3 weeks, but it will be available to patrons. Now, you can download the pack without the textures, and you will have access to quite a bit of these in here, especially the new ones that I just put in. It's not available yet, but I plan on posting that either tomorrow or the next day. You know, I just added in this SEG, and there's a ton of crap that I don't like, so I'm revamping the mod. So, you know, I'm not going to convert something just as is. I wanted to add more details in it. A steam engine tractor would be sick. Tasty chickens. I would love that. Just anything with like moving gears would be really cool, honestly. I do have like, I have a classic car pack that I made that I love, but so on that note, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, you guys have a good one. I'm gonna pop out and go do the dishes. Think of me. Hopefully I make it through the wrath of the girlfriend. You guys have a good one. I'll see you later.